Everton Football Club has installed this week a new manager. The moment has arrived. We know you will not let us down. A new revolution is beginning here at Goodison Park. So, will you please make a massive welcome for Everton's new team manager, Mr. David Moyes.
It's a great honour, you know, something which I could only dream about. You know, you start out in your career as a player and you try to get to the top. Didn't quite happen sometimes for me. You start out as a manager, trying to get to the top, and I consider a move to Everton is getting as close to the top as you possibly can.
A productive strike force in Molly and Mulbranch for them. And ex-Evertonian John Collins back to face his old side, of course. So it's Ferguson and Rosiński who are given the job this afternoon of scoring the goals and the responsibility for Everton. Very much a strong look to the midfield with Carsley and Gravison in the middle, Gemmell and Unsworth on the flanks. Now here's Rosiński and Unsworth! What a start for the Blues! Incredible! David Unsworth starts the reign of David Moyes with a superb volley, edge of the box. And it doesn't get much better when you start your Everton career as manager. Welcome, Mr. Moyes.
Under the David Moyes era here at Everton Football Club, scored this afternoon.
Well, barely a minute on the clock. And the layback from Rosiński inviting Unsworth to volley his second goal of the season. Fairy tale start for Everton here at Goodison. Cleverly done, and real venom about Fulham's attacking three this afternoon in Marley, Bowen, Molte and Sahar. Van der Sar miskicks, Ferguson's in, and Everton are two! Delight for the Blues, and disaster for Edwin van der Sar. Duncan Ferguson repays the faith of his new manager with the captaincy, with his third of the season. Absolute delight around Goodison. Van der Sar got it all wrong and Duncan Ferguson stole it off him. Well, the Dutch international keeper having a nightmare. He's already made one bad mistake and the second was punished. And Everton and David Moyes are 2-0 in front. No way past Messrs Weir and Gravison. Here is Gravison. He loses up to Bowen Morte. And Gravison needs to be careful. He's already had a yellow. And Thomas Gravison will play no further part in this game for Everton. Turns away from Hibbert, good movement and a good finish, and it's Mulbranch who drags Fulham back into the game. Lovely twist from Hales. David Moyes looking to set off on the right note for his new club. So much success at Preston North End, and now he's in the Premiership. And that's the first win for David Moyes' side. Everton survived the second half onslaught from Fulham, but the work done in the first half with the goals from Duncan Ferguson and David Unsworth, despite the sending off of Thomas Gravison, gave Everton the 2-0 half-time lead. Steve Mulbranch pulled one back for Fulham. I can hardly hear myself here. The Evertonians to a fan applauding this performance by David Moyes' side. It's the final score at Goodison. It's 3 points for Everton. It's 2-1 to the Blues.
David, if you wanted an insight into Premiership management, that was it, wasn't it? 90 minutes there?
Oh, it was fantastic. I feel as if I've been here 6 weeks instead of 2 days, but I'm just delighted we got the result. It was hard fought, the way the game went, and you know, the atmosphere inside Goodison today was incredible.
I guess you've dreamt over the last couple of days of an early start and a quick goal, but you couldn't have asked for any more than that.
I dreamt it would win and would score goals like that, but I certainly didn't dream about the way the game would go, because Fulham played well against us and we had to work really hard to be in the game. But when you're at the bottom end of the table, you're going to have to do that.
Why does the team come out like that? You know, they've had a bad time and they come out and they were so fired up today. Is it just a good feeling around the place?
This sometimes happens, as everybody's aware of, when managers come in, but I think the players themselves wanted to correct things after last week. I think they felt disappointed in themselves. I think when you have a support like we had today inside the ground, you know, if you're not fully committed, the supporters soon let you know. And I thought you saw 11 players today who were bang at it right from the start.
Duncan Ferguson has scored many important goals for Everton, and another one today. He'll be pleased, and you'll be pleased to see that.
He'll be pleased. I'm really pleased we've got him back. He played today, played 90 minutes, scored a goal, and we want Duncan to look forward now, not backwards. You know, I want him to be playing, I want him to be fit, and he'll play even much better than he did today.
How important is he to your campaign here?
Well, good players are important to any team, and you know, I think there's been a problem here in the past where people haven't been fit, but no, we're going to get all those people fit. We're looking forward, and as I say, I just can't wait to get all the other ones back as well, and hopefully move the team on.
No one likes to get anybody sent off, but if you didn't need it, it was then, wasn't it?
Well, one of the last teams you want to get a player sent off is against Fulham, because to be fair to them, they pass and they move the ball excellent. They're a good side, and you know, we had to keep a great shape and a great discipline. We asked people to do different roles in the second half when we were under so much pressure, and they've done that. And yeah, we might have had to carry a little bit of luck at times, but I thought we deserved a lot because of the way we started the game. People
talked about the commitment and the fight in the first half, but that was evident in the second half in a very different way, wasn't it?
It was, and you know, like everything else, we couldn't get after the ball. You know, as I say, they used the ball very well, made us work very hard to defend. But in the end, we dug out the result.
Too many yellow cards, do you think?
Yeah, we were maybe a little bit too excited at times, but I'd rather it that way than the other way.
Just on Paul Gascoigne, what was the situation there? Because he's gone to Burnley, hasn't he?
Well, the situation was already done before I arrived at the club. It was just a matter of Everton getting a manager, and then the manager's, you know, just clearing the whole thing. Have a good conversation with Paul, and Paul feels that he has to go and play his football elsewhere just now. I would love him to stay, I've told him that, and be part of it. But I think he's got one or two problems which he would rather keep to himself and just get on with.
If he does well tomorrow, you won't be very nicely thought of back at your old club, will he?
I don't think he's playing tomorrow with a bit of luck, or I would be under pressure, but I'm rooting for Preston. They're my team, and I want them to win tomorrow.
Have you enjoyed today?
Yes, I have. It's been quite difficult, you know, when you come to a club for the first time and your first game on the bench and you've only been with the players for half a day. You hardly know their names, never mind anything else, but overall I have enjoyed it. I've enjoyed the result.